Religion has shaped human history for millennia, influencing our cultures, values, and everyday lives. But what about those who don't follow any religion? Let's start with atheism. Atheism is often misunderstood. Many people associate it with a rebellion against religion, but it's simply the absence of belief in any god or deity. Atheists are typically defined by their lack of belief in gods, but not necessarily by an active rejection of them. Atheism isn't just about saying there is no God. It's rooted in a rational stance that there isn't enough evidence to support the existence of a God. Atheism doesn't demand proof of the non-existence of a God. It simply asks for evidence of the existence of one. So, atheists typically value reason and science over religious faith. Many find their answers in the natural world, and they believe that morality, ethics, and purpose come from human experience and societal structures rather than divine commands. Atheists argue that we can lead meaningful lives by building relationships, creating art, helping others, and pursuing knowledge without needing divine intervention or a supernatural explanation. On the other hand, we have agnosticism. Agnosticism doesn't necessarily reject the idea of a God, but it questions our ability to know whether any God exists. The term agnostic comes from the Greek word agnostos, which means unknown or unknowable. An agnostic doesn't claim certainty either way. They aren't saying there is no God, but they also aren't affirming the existence of one. Agnosticism is a position of epistemic humility. It acknowledges the limits of human knowledge and is comfortable with the idea that some things may be beyond human comprehension. Some agnostics, therefore, are open to the possibility of a god or gods, but they hold that there is no conclusive evidence either way. They might believe that the divine is unknowable or that we simply don't have the mental tools to understand the nature of existence fully. So, how do atheism and agnosticism differ? While atheism asserts the lack of belief in a God, agnosticism asserts uncertainty about the knowledge of God. Atheism is a firm stance that gods do not exist, while agnosticism leaves room for doubt and exploration. In short, atheism is about what you believe, and agnosticism is about what you can know. Think of it like this. Atheists don't believe in gods because they find no reason to, while agnostics don't believe because they think we can't know if gods exist or not. Agnosticism isn't a belief in itself, but a position on knowledge and certainty. Now, there are a lot of misconceptions about both atheism and agnosticism. For example, some people think atheists are anti-religion, or that agnostics are just indecisive, but that's not the case. A lot of atheists still respect religion as a cultural phenomenon or a source of community and personal morality, and agnostics aren't avoiding a decision, they're simply saying, "We don't know," acknowledging the limits of our understanding. Both groups seek the truth, albeit from different angles. Atheists from a lack of belief due to reason and science, and agnostics from a position of not knowing but staying open to what may come. So, why do people identify as atheists or agnostics? For many, it comes down to a search for truth. Atheists often choose their path because they find religious claims unconvincing or incompatible with their understanding of the world. They might have come to this conclusion through questioning their upbringing, studying religion, or encountering different worldviews. For agnostics, the journey is often about intellectual honesty. It's about being open-minded and accepting that the ultimate answers to questions about existence, the afterlife, or a higher power may be beyond human comprehension. Whether it's through personal experiences, philosophical reflection, or exposure to new ideas, both atheism and agnosticism challenge the norms of religious belief systems and offer a path based on individual inquiry, skepticism, and open-mindedness. So, is there a clear path to truth? Is atheism or agnosticism the way forward? It all comes down to perspective and personal choice. Some find comfort in religion, while others find solace in the pursuit of knowledge, reason, and truth. It's not about rejecting others' beliefs, but understanding that different paths can lead to meaningful lives. What do you think? Do you lean more towards atheism or agnosticism, or do you have a different perspective altogether? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below.